Hi, everyone. Today, I want to deliver another higher wisdom message. And this one has been coming through steady since the beginning of May. So, May 1st, I got the information that I'm going to deliver today, May 2nd, May 3rd, May 5th, and so forth. And so it's been coming through with a not an urgency, but more like a, hey, take a look at this because this is something that society is now in the midst of, and that it's going to get more potent, but also a sense of excitement. And so it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is not necessarily something that you want to ignore and let it take you over. And then also they were talking about how it's really exciting what humanity's going through. So in this message that I'm going to deliver today, it's about major societal changes ahead. And we already know it's a lot about technology, but they're asking us to take a look at it and make a choice. They also are going to talk in this message about how technology and spirituality will need to coexist. It's not going to be one or the other. They want to talk also about our inner guidance is going to be very important, and that our soul's evolution is the number one goal, not how smart we can be while we're on earth through technology, but our soul's evolution is what matters the most. They're also going to talk about discernment and balance, how to stay balanced in these changes, and then also the importance of staying in the present moment and how that will help us to navigate these changes ahead. So there's a hopeful conclusion too, is that technology and spirituality will coexist. And how are you going to do that? I'm going to go ahead and read this message and then we'll talk about it afterwards like we normally do. Okay, and this one came on May 3rd. It was a continuation of the message on May 1st. But I like this one. It's pretty long and yet has a lot of detail to it. So they start off by saying, there is much concern about the times ahead, as people will be challenged in all aspects of their lives. Not only is divine light being poured into the land to awaken the sleeping soul, but the physical world is also undergoing a transformation like no other. This is what we have been talking about when we say it is the age of enlightenment, the age of Aquarius. This time you are in is a distinct choice point. One must choose now whom they will serve, man or spirit, for now is the time of deep decision. This is also called the age of awakening, for there is much heavenly and cosmic support upon the land to assist humanity in their ascension. All upon the earth are supporting this massive transformation. You say, what transformation? Life seems as it always has been. We say, wake up and see what is around you. Technology will soon take over to assist humans and drastically change the human race. The choice is yours to choose. Do not worry or stress, but yes, open your eyes, for the change will take place like a flash. It will seem like an instant, and life as you know it will be gone. Artificial intelligence will take over much of the jobs, and humans will find themselves at a crosspoint. Do not worry, our God is with you, but you must claim your very soul now, or your soul will be claimed. Even by not doing something, you are slowly losing yourself. We are not talking about fear tactics, but rather a sober mind who can look logically upon the earth now and see that life is changing. Many of the changes are good, for they will help free you, humanity, to do your soul's purpose, to assist life with ease. We are happy about this evolutionary change, for it will open people's time up to become more enlightened, more spiritual, and to dive into the gifts of the Spirit and help serve humanity with love and compassion. Love and compassion are not of technology, but of the soul. And yet people will start to perceive compassion and empathy from artificial intelligence. We must warn you, it will soon be hard to distinguish real life from artificial life. We ask you to develop your soul, expand your intuition, and ask for divine guidance to assist you through these very transformative times. Within AI and the tech world, there is massive manipulation that is happening, and it is very sneaky and deceitful. Before you know it, you will depend upon the intellect of this artificial intelligence. You will forget who you are and begin to wonder if you need more simulated intellect within your mind. We say no, for you are made in the image of God, our Creator's image. Please hear us when we tell you it will be insidious, and it will happen without you even agreeing to this. This is why we have been asking you to remember who you are, to rise above the change upon the land. This change will take over the world, and yet you will slowly have a choice of how to work with these changing times. We say, have no fear, but be of sober mind. Keep your priorities upon divine intelligence and ask our Creator for your needs. There is a flow to life that is here to guide you. Even though AI intelligence will be gaining strength, you will be awakening more to your true self. You will feel alive and knowledgeable. Your truth will come in your knowings and through your heart's alignment. We say this is very exciting. And as you awaken to your gifts of the Spirit, nature will also be becoming stronger and more alive with healing powers. Use nature to ground yourself during these times of transformation. Get out amongst the trees, feel the sun on your face, put your feet upon the earth, and give gratitude to all before you. Nature will help assist humans as you progress through these changes and help neutralize dense energies in the air. Much of life will come together to progress the human forward. But we say all paths lead back home, and yet the path of the transhuman will still be a learning path. At first, those who fully embrace technology within the cellular structure will be leaps and bounds ahead of other humans. They will have the high-paying jobs, appear all-knowing, and their bodies won't age, and they will take on a godlike quality that will be powerful and persuasive. Yet this will not last. They will soon see that they have abandoned their soul's connection to their Creator. They may feel lost, controlled, and they will feel like they are in a prison, losing compassion and love. They will find themselves on a quest to climb to the top no matter what it takes. They will live in a mechanical world and will have much of the world luxuries, and yet, is that the price to pay for your soul? We say all will be okay, for everyone will learn in their own way. We encourage you who have the ears to hear to access the God code within, to let go of worries and fears and not fret falling behind. Walk by faith. Trust that your gifts of spirit will come on more prominent as you follow this divinely led path. What you will see on this path of truth is a deep connection to the heavenly realm. You will feel and know you are being guided, and the flow of life will surround you and take you to your divine destiny. Our God is everywhere, and all humans have the choice to tap into this infinite intelligence to navigate the changes ahead. As you lean more and more into a faithful way of living, you will not see the transhuman life as much, but you will know it is out there. You will have peace within your heart, and your soul will be activated by your divine compass. You will be shown the next step to take. That is our promise to you. But we must say, you will be tempted to take technology into your body, mind, and spirit. Yet we say, hold tight and trust. Walk by faith into this awakening, and you will be helping bridge generations to come into this enlightenment, which will be so beautiful and well worth the choice of pure human. For within each human is the God code, a divine blueprint of your heavenly makings. As you strengthen your connection to spirit and nature, you will see living energetics surrounding you and guiding you. Your life will come alive like a fairy tale, and you will learn to walk in harmony with spirit and the elements. Mystical, magical events will take place as you step into who you are designed to be. We say the choice is yours. Many are feeling exhausted and tested in every aspect of life. We say trust spirit's love pouring into the land to assist in this evolutionary event. Allow yourself to bubble up and out of you the fears, worries, and trials that no longer serve you. Allow the past that has kept you so stuck to gently leave and give gratitude for the challenging times. For it is in clearing the past that you will arrive into newness. It is in letting go of the struggle of life that you will find the flow. Release resistance. Ask and claim divine source to guide your path. Use your thoughts, words, and actions to claim your true nature. Allow this transformation to bring forth new beginnings. Be patient, for some things take time in your earthly realm. Weather these times by being in the now. Allow each now moment to unfold with ease and grace. If anything rattles you, step back, rise up like an eagle, and see from a higher perspective. We will always show you the way, but it takes faith and persistence. Drop into your heart daily and breathe in the truth of who you are. Say this mantra: I am being divinely guided in a perfect way, and I surrender to the flow. Be gentle with yourself. There is much fear and anxiety. Please know that life is an illusion and nothing real can harm you. What is real is that you are a spark of the one true God, source creator. And the love within your God code will guide you on your way. Many blessings, Sophia. And before I exit this, we'll go over it again. So it came, like I said, several days in a row, these messages were coming. And it's interesting because they talk about like there's concern, but it's a blessing. There's divine light pouring in the land to awaken the soul to go through this transformation. So we're in a transformative time. Not only are they saying, is this beautiful divine light coming in to awaken the sleeping soul and to release what no longer serves us in order for us to walk into our truth of who we are. There is much concern ahead as people are feeling this challenge of all this old coming up. It can be very uncomfortable. It has been very uncomfortable for me as this old is coming up. And yet also the challenging times of what they'll talk later about is the technology world coming more into play. And so it's nothing to fear. They always say that there's nothing to fear, but this is what they're saying is they're talking about the age of enlightenment. It's definitely a choice point is what they said in this message. And you must choose now who you will serve, man or spirit. Because if you don't make a choice, then it will be insidious, as they said. It will happen so quickly. We are on an accelerated path, both spiritually, we're on an accelerated path, and also technology. And so grab hold is what they're saying of your soul and stand in the truth of who you are, and then walk alongside of this transformative time of where we're both walking into who we are designed to be, and we're walking alongside of this great new technology that can help assist and make life easier. So they said technology will soon take over to both assist humans and drastically change the human race. And it will happen in a flash. So that's why it's so important to, at this cross point in life, what they're saying is choose where your soul's going to grow and go, right? Even by not doing something, they're saying in this message, you will slowly be losing yourself. So we must be aware. They said we're not talking fear, but we're saying just look logically upon the earth and see the changes ahead. Okay. And they are good changes. Many of them are very good because they're going to free us up to do our soul's purpose. And it will help assist us in life with ease. And the angelic realm realm is saying we are happy about this evolutionary change because it's going to help you to have more time to dive into your heart, to dive into your gifts, your spirit. They talk about how love and compassion are not of technology, but of the soul. And yet people are starting to get confused, thinking like, oh, I can get love and compassion from this artificial intelligence. And in this message, they say, we must warn you, it'll be soon hard to distinguish real life from artificial life. And so, with that, they're saying, we're asking you to develop your soul and expand your intuition and ask for divine intelligence to assist you through these massive changes. And so, how do you do that is really by, I personally know no other way to do this other than spending time in nature, spending time in quiet time, connecting to all that is, to our God source creator, and asking for assistance. You might not hear anything, but you ask, you shall receive, right? And so it's this constant like, hey, I'm here. I want to go through this change and I want to go through ease and grace. And I want to use technology to enhance my life, but I also want to use my own abilities because we are far more greater than any technology that we can come up with. And that is who we are, because what they're saying in this message is we are a divine spark from our one true God source creator. And how much grander is that than any technology? So they said you will be very tempted to get the neurochip into your body, get technology into the cellular structure. And they said, and you'll be tempted because you'll see other people having the high paying jobs, and maybe they look better, they look younger, they're not aging, or whatever it is that's going to seem that so intelligent that, they'll be so intelligent that we will want to be them. And then they say in this message, please hear us when we tell you it will be insidious. So stop now and choose who you are going to be. Rise above the challenges that are upon the land. All right. And so how you work with these challenges is keep your priorities upon divine intelligence and ask God for your needs. And so there is a flow to life. They always talk about this flow. And so they say, when you do that, this flow to life will guide you. But you have to do the work. Again, staying grounded in nature, doing yoga, opening up your body for more of a flow in your body, setting the intentions to connect to all that you can be. Set your intentions daily to connect to our God source creator, to pull in your divine blueprint of who you truly are. And so you see, they say in this message, as quick as society will be changing into technology, we will be given the tools to change into spirit. But again, as you'll see later on in this message, they'll talk about releasing the past, because the past will always keep us stuck and we want to walk into newness. All right. So in this message, again, they say, get amongst the trees and feel the sun on your face and place your feet upon the earth. Give gratitude to all before you. And nature will assist all humans as they progress through these changes to help neutralize the dense energies in the air. And life will come together to progress the natural human forward. And I have a couple things to say about this. Is they've been talking over and over again in these messages. A few of them I've delivered and some I've just put up on my website. But they talk about how there is deceitful energy in the air. Okay. There's actually mass manipulation going through the airways. The technology can do a lot. And that's why they've been saying, hey, stay away from your cell phone as much as you can, get off the computer, go into nature. They keep telling to unplug your routers at night, do as much as you can to help neutralize the dense energies in the air, because it will be insidious, right? It's coming into our subconscious mind through mass media, through the airwaves. Okay. So again, nothing to be fearful of, but just like, hey, I'm going to be more in nature than I am going to be on my computer. I'm going to talk to people more personally than I'm going to talk to them online, or however it is that you find that this is guiding you, is what they're asking you to do, because nature will be here to assist. And it was interesting. The other day, I had a very powerful session with a client who has a really serious dis-ease in their body and felt like they had been given the message from the doctors that there wasn't much hope. And so during the Reiki, I think all this person wanted was Reiki. Um, in that stillness of the now moment, with asking for divine guidance and divine healing, the room became like this mystical, magical room where there was just the music was changing, and they do their frequency, right? The higher realms are frequency, and the music was changing, and there's always like a tapping in the room that just to say, hey, we're here. And I get that all the time. So there's a lot of just beautiful energy in the room there to support. There's bright lights and things like that. And it's beautiful. But this time it was really fascinating because in my consciousness, I heard ask the trees to come in to help. And I was like, huh, all right. So I said, okay, thank you, trees, for coming in to help. And energetically, I just saw the trees come in and go through the veins of this person. And this person has issues in the body that needed more blood flow. And so it's hard to describe, but it was the most powerful thing just to see energetically the trees were sending healing energy through this person. And this person bursted out into tears crying, and I bursted out in tears crying because the healing energy in that room was so powerful. And we both were crying. It was like you can't contain yourself when that higher love frequency comes in. And it was not only this divine love coming in, but also this beautiful nature coming in to help. And it was powerful. So I got to see it firsthand, how powerful that was, just to call upon the healing power of nature. They're going to say again, but we want to say all paths lead back home. And yet the path of the transhuman will still be a learning path. So really, again, there is no right or wrong. You are okay with whatever path you choose. It'll just have different, it'll have a different learning path, right? It'll have different ways that you're going to get through life and learn to remember who you are. For all paths lead back home. So it's not like, oh, I'm going to go on this transhuman path and I'm just going to be happy as a clam, and that's how life will go. It on that transhuman path, we will be challenged too. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to lose my compassion and my love, is what they said in this. I'm starting to get disconnected from my spirit. And so that alone is a path of trying to come back to remembrance. And those who do choose the fully human path and spiritual path, that path will have its learning moments too, because we will look at the tech people, the AI people who have taken the chip into their body and say, my gosh, they're so smart. They're looking so young and this and that. But in this message, they said that as fast as technology is going to be progressing, that's the gift that we've been given to progress into spirituality. And so again, the choice is yours. Everyone will learn. But they said in this message, we encourage you who have the ears to hear to access the God code within and let go of worries and fears and not worry about falling behind. Walk by faith. Trust that your gifts of spirit will be becoming more prominent as you follow this divinely led path. So we have to do the work. We have to walk in faith. And all these messages, Sophia, who's known as the feminine essence of the Holy Spirit, right, is coming in and saying, hey, trust. And right before, not too soon, not too late, you'll be given that next step. And so as we walk away from the temptation to become all knowing, all smart, younger, have the high paying jobs through technology, Spirit is saying, trust, because you will get the same thing if you follow your divine destiny, because they're saying our God is everywhere and all humans have the choice to tap into this infinite intelligence to navigate through the changes ahead. So we've got to do the work of reconnecting. And what a beautiful thing, because really, if you think about it, that's who we are. So if you choose to go down the transhuman path, that's okay. But really, the ultimate goal in life is what they said in this message, is to remember who you are. That is the ultimate goal. So it's just going to be a little bit longer path of remembrance of who you are. But if you stand into the faith path and knowing and trusting your heart, they said you will have your blueprint of your divine compass and your heart will be activated and you'll be shown the next step to take. And they always say that is our promise to you. Okay. And then as you strengthen your connection to spirit, you will have living energetics surrounding you and guiding you. Your life will come alive like a fairy tale, and you'll learn to work in harmony with spirit and the elements. Mystical, magical events will take place as you step into who you're designed to be. That's what I was just saying earlier about the healing session that I had the other day with my client. And again, I have seen this over 10 years. When you step away from logical thinking and you ask for divine guidance and you stay in the now moment and you just become a pure channel of connection, mystical, magical events happen. It's how we were designed. It's not like, oh, that person's lucky because they get to do that, or, oh, she just gets to do that for a living, so she gets to see that. No, this is who we all are. We are very much all the same because we came from the same source. It's just how we go through life and what we're choosing to learn. But if you choose to work with the connection with spirit more, these living energetics of nature and all around you will come and they will guide you. It'll feel like a fairy tale, is what they're saying in this message. Next, they go on to say, many are feeling exhausted and tested in every aspect of life. And that is what at the beginning of the message they said, this love is pouring into the land. So this pure unconditional love is pouring into the land to assist in this evolutionary event. Allow yourself to bubble up and out of you the fears and worries that no longer serve you, and allow the past that has kept you so stuck to gently leave, and then give gratitude for everything. And I had said at the beginning, like these are challenging times right now. As far as we're all being tested, because if we are going to be walking into the true spirit of who we are, into this Christ consciousness, this unconditional love, we need to bubble up and out of us our fears and our worries, because they said fear is an illusion, right? Fear is just a construct of our own imagination. And then we design our personality around our fears and our worries. But they're saying, allow this beautiful divine love to come in and bubble up out of you, the past. And once you get that cleared, then you can walk into newness. And so, I mean, it's like we can't see through the mud. You can't see all these mystical, magical, wonderful elements and source God creator helping us when we have mud all in us, right? Allow all that uncomfortable feelings to come out, and don't rewrite the past. So again, I can just talk about my experience lately. Is, boy, this beautiful love energy is coming in and it's bubbling up, and I'm usually pretty even keeled. I wake up in a happy mood. I love the mornings. I feel grateful for life. And lately, it's like I don't know what I'm going to wake up to when I wake up. Am I going to feel low energy? Am I going to feel a little bit down? Am I going to feel happy? It's like the energy of the world is all over the place right now. But because I am just sitting in that and trying not to write a story, I'll just notice it, like, oh, I just don't feel the best today, but I'm going to honor it. And then I name it. I'm feeling abandonment, or I'm feeling, fear, whatever it is, name it, and then let it rise up and out. Just be in the moment. And if you do that, usually those kind of feelings will last like 3 to 4 minutes. And so they're asking you, it is in letting go of the struggle that you will find the flow. And in the message, they said, release resistance. Like, do not resist anything. It is here to teach you. If you're feeling down one day, I am feeling down. How? Okay, well, I wonder what this is. I'm going to feel the emotion of down, and I'm going to allow that to bubble up. Don't try so hard to figure it out. It will come with a message if it's supposed to come with a message, or it will just bubble up and out. So they're asking to ask for divine guidance. And remember that your thoughts, words, deeds, and actions are very, very powerful. So start to claim who you are. I tell a lot of my clients, claim the I am nature, like I am love, I am peace, I am joy. Another thing that I love to say that feels so powerful to me is, the holiness in me blesses me and others. The God code within me blesses me and others. Whatever it is that reminds you who you are, come into these mantras, say these mantras. And they're going to talk in this message, or they did talk in this message about being in the now moment. Because as each now moment unfolds, you will have more ease and grace. Instead of going back to the past or worrying about the future, just allow each now moment to be and don't write the story. They said, if anything rattles you, step back and look up from an eagle's perch, from a higher perspective. All right. So drop into your heart daily. Drop into your heart daily is what they're saying in this message, and breathe in the truth of who you are. Breathe in love, breathe in peace, breathe in your I am nature, breathe in who you are. And they said, say this mantra: I am being divinely guided into a perfect way, and I surrender to the flow. I am being divinely guided in a perfect way, and I surrender to the flow. I am being divinely guided in a perfect way, and I surrender to the flow. So be gentle with yourself. Please know that this life is an illusion and nothing real can harm you, is what they said in this message. For what is true is that you are a spark of the God source creator, and the love within you, your God code, will guide you on your path. Many blessings. I loved it because, again, they're just breaking down that you ultimately have the choice. You ultimately are the one in charge. It is nothing is going to happen to you unless you align to it. So as we go through these changes, both in earthly form, is what they're saying, in human consciousness, and in spirituality, we are going to be given a choice, and they will come together to work together. But you have to make the choice to have them work together instead of in resistance and saying, "Oh, I'm going to take the tech world, but I'm going to forget about my spirituality." No, work with them together, and don't take anything within your body if you want to be of this pure human nature. But again, they say over and over again in every single one of these messages, there's no right or wrong path, for all paths will eventually lead back home, because that is who we are. And so we're on this evolutionary shift. And if you've been following any of the messages that I have been delivering and others, it's pretty much the same thing. It feels like there's just this message in the land that we're in a divine shift, both technology and spirituality. And as you walk into who you truly are, and as you walk into the gifts of the spirit, and again, it's going to take some time and some effort on your part to dial into that, right? But as you walk into that, you're going to become more and more powerful by walking through faith. And that, they said, that's their promise to us. But you must allow the past to bubble up and out. So hang in there. I know the energies are really fierce lately. I know that the world is a little bit topsy-turvy right now, and people are just confused and they're worried about things, and it just adds to that collective anxiety. So what they said again in this message is, go into nature, ground yourself, drop into your heart, say mantras of peace and love, remember who you are, claim your I am nature, claim the holiness in you blesses you and others, and just keep walking into who you're designed to be. And thank you so much for listening. And I hope you have a great day.